James Lutton for Pro Boxing fans. I am delighted to say I'm joined on telephone with Martin Murray. So I always start from the beginning. I just want to talk about, I've read your book, Sinner and Saint, written by Paul Zanon. Fantastic read. Anyone who's not read it, get out there and read it.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, glad you enjoyed it.
That's it. So, I mean, talk to me about your upbringing and stuff, your influence into boxing, and talk about Chizzy.
Oh yeah, Johnny Chase. God bless him. Basically, I'd obviously grew up on a Constable Stairs in St Helens. My mum still lives there now. My brother and my sister live on the same estate. Everybody grew up there for years, and obviously it was quite rough. And you know, jobs and money. You know, it was hard to come by, so you had to do whatever you had to do to make a few quid. But boxing was something people in the area had always done. And it was partly down to Johnny Tiz, who ran the local boxing gym. And he was just determined on getting kids off the street and you know, trying to make them do something with their lives. And as well as that, my granddad was the secretary, he was best mates with Chizzy, and he was the secretary at the club. So my mum and dad didn't drive then. My dad drives now, but my mum doesn't. But my granddad, my father, as I call him, he used to pick us up and take us to the gym when I first started going, and then eventually it was round Chizzy's every night. He'd pick us up first, and then it was round his, and he'd obviously take us gym and then drop us back off at home after we'd done training. But he was a big influence in my life growing up, John. He was a legend of a bloke, and I think about him all the time. He died in 2005.
Is it fair to say, you mentioned obviously around the estates and around the community in St Helens, fair to say he was pretty much a pillar of the community?
Yeah, he was. I mean, for anybody who knew him, he was a rum fella. He was a well-known hard bloke, and he come from quite a famous family. So there was four of them, four brothers. There was John, Eric, Dave, and who's the other one now? God, it slipped my mind. Eric, John, Dave, and I can't think. But anyway, these three other brothers were professional rugby players, and John was a professional boxer that went under the name of Johnny James. And he always said that he never reached his potential. He was too busy going out partying and drinking and all that, and that's why he was so determined to make us do something with our lives. But he was a cracking bloke. You know, when he died in 2005, I was locked up in Walton, so sadly couldn't go his funeral. But I was told he had a massive turnout. Everybody from the St Helens turned out and paid the respect to him, because he was like a pillar of the community, and he was just like a legend of a bloke.
Also, another part of your child and your upbringing, in the book, it did make me laugh. I think it was your dad, he called you fish and chips.
No, that was my granddad, that was my
father.
father.
Your granddad?
Yeah.
Just tell us why he called you that.
Basically, I think they've still got it. You've got a thing in the St Helens Reporter. I think it's in called the local paper called The Name and Shamed, and it was basically everybody who had been in court the week previous. There was in the paper telling what they got nicked for, what they got charged for, what happened in court, and so on. And I went through a stage in my life of being in court every week. So my father used to call me fish and chips, and I didn't get it at the time, but it was, so why'd you call me? And I said, because you're always in the paper, going back to the old school way when they used to put, fish and chips in paper cones. But yeah, my father sadly passed away in February. He was another big influence in my life, and yeah, he passed away. Feb just gone, so obviously gutted about that. But great memories growing up.
Whilst we're on the topic of influences in your life, I just want to pay tribute as well to Oliver Harrison.
Yeah.
Big man in boxing, fantastic trainer.
Massive influence in my life, and yeah, I still doesn't feel real that he's gone. He's think about him every day. Still, yeah, just gutted. I can't think about him because I'll get upset. But I just just a massive, massive influence in my life, and still can't believe he's gone. Just did a lot for me. He was just what I needed at that period in my life where I was turning my life around, and I met him, and he just had this. If you ever met him and you knew him, he just got that calming influence where he just made you feel good, and it makes you see sense, and it was just what I needed in my life, and at that time, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Absolutely.
But love and miss him every day. Still can't get over it.
Absolutely. And let's go to a more lighter note. Obviously, at the moment, we're all on lockdown. A lot of guys out there struggling, DIY barbershops going on. Are we going to see the mushroom make a comeback for yourself?
You know what, I was thinking about that the other day, because I'd not had me hair grown for months, and my wife cut it for me the other day. It was just getting too long, and I thought, I thought I'm going to end up with a skinhead here. And when she was doing that for me, I'd go back for mushroom again. But then she didn't do a bad job. It looks like I've got a bit of a mullet, like, but she's done all right. But when I did it, my mate was saying, "Oh, it's long enough to do the mushroom." Then one of my mates who was at school with, who had a mushroom with me, it was all the rage back in there, wasn't the mushrooms.
That's, if those who haven't read the book, it's you felt you had the best mushroom on the estate.
Oh, well, best mushroom is in challenge. if anybody gets me book and they look at them, there's a picture of it in there of my school photo, year 7, with a massive mushroom. They're glossy as well. I'd probably be pride and joy with mushroom.
Also, another thing, we spoke to Ahara Davis a couple of weeks back, and himself, and there's been a few other guys sort of I've seen on social media, obviously been on lockdown. They're all sort of comparing it to, like, oh, this must be what it feel like to be in prison. Now yourself, you've been in prison, a number of prisons.
It's not fucking jail, mate. Let me tell you that. No, far from it. It's you know what? I don't obviously. I don't mind lockdown. I don't mind. It's obviously sad what's going on, throughout the UK and worldwide. But I'm lucky that it's not affected me personally. Touch wood, I hope it doesn't. But I'm just staying in, spending a lot of time with my family, which is what I live for and what I love. So it's I don't mind the lockdown. I don't know how long it's going to last. Might work in after a bit, but I'm cherishing the extra time I can spend with my wife and my kids, because my wife's usually at work with me, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. My kids are at school. So once I've done my training, I'm on my own, just me and dog. So it's just extra time for me with a family, which I love. But me and my wife's just done a workout this morning, just doing bits and bobs, just for keep us active and keeping us going. But I don't mind lockdown, but it's nowhere near like jog, mate. Let me tell you that.
Well, that's exactly what I thought. Well, I'm pretty sure it's probably not like Chow. I've seen on your social media you've been doing a bit of sort of delivering some fruit and veg and some food parcels. Talk me through that and what you're doing that for.
Yeah, well basically I've done it. I didn't really want to put it on social media myself, because I don't want to pat on the back for doing it. It's just I'm an ambassador for Steve Prescott Foundation, which is an amazing charity. That's doing amazing things, and it was basically kind of just putting out there just for kind of raising awareness of the good they're doing, really. But yeah, just went down, dropped a few parcels off, one to me, my old mate Benny, Mad Benny on Instagram. If anybody knows him on about, they know he's a legend. He lives in like old people's accommodation, so he's got COPD, so he's been told he has to stay behind his door on his own for 12 weeks, so he's not really had any visitors. So it was good. I mean, I'm checking up on him like every other day, but it was good to see him. Me, old friends of mine, and to send them, drop them a parcel off. They're housebound. Friend of me mother-in-law, her husband just sadly died with COVID-19, and we went and dropped them a food parcel off, and a few other drops along the way. Like, so it was good. It's it's dead rewarding. It's especially when they don't know you're coming, which they didn't. It was just a surprise for them, and priceless seeing the the faces, and just nice checking in on people who there's a lot of people that need checking up on at this time, and it's just nice doing that. But I mean, like, I only did that day. I did it with a very good friend of mine called Craig Lane, and he's literally doing it every day. And so are the Steve Prescott Foundation. They're literally doing it non-stop all day, every day. So, full credit to them for the amazing work they're doing.
Just to touch on the Steve Prescott Foundation, you've been involved with them for a little while now. What other stuff do they do? What sort of thing are they doing around the clock, not just during coronavirus times?
Well, they raise massive amounts of money. I think they've just I think it was last year now, they went over the £1 million mark, what they raised for the Christie's Hospice in Manchester, and some of it goes to I think half goes to the Rugby League Benevolent Fund. But they just do amazing things. They do trips to Everest, Kilimanjaro. They've had a thing going now for the St Helens 10K, which is a massive thing in St Helens, and it's partly down to he was a friend of mine. He was a St Helens legend called Steve Prescott, who sadly died, and he had this disease that he could have just basically just said, you know what, giving up. I've got no chance, but he fought it, and he nearly come through it. He sadly didn't, but what he went through, there's now people they learned from his operation, and there's now people who survived the illness that he had, and it's all down to him. But like I said, it's Martin Blondell who runs it since Steve's gone, and he's just an amazing fella who's really just doing a lot to keep his legacy going, and it's having a positive impact on people in St Helens and surrounding areas, and obviously nationwide. They're doing amazing work, and it was a pleasure and makes me proud to be just a tiny little part of it.
Absolutely fantastic. Back to the boxing. With yourself, obviously you had a little mini retirement fairly recently, and now you're sort of going to come back and give it another go. What's left for yourself in boxing?
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to wait and see what's there. I was told back in the last year he had a big fight in America, so that would be the start of this year. So I obviously started this year with a bang, got back from an holiday in Mexico mid-Jan, and obviously started with a bang training. Training was going well, got my first spar all the way, then obviously this happened and the day got cancelled, so I don't know. We'll see what's there. Hopefully get a big fight. It'd be nice fights in America now. I can get my visa and I've been over. It'd be a nice finish off on that, but I'm just going to wait and see what's there. Just, get what I can. There's a big fight left in me. Kind of go out on my shield and don't know. See what's there. You don't know what's around the corner or what can happen. So just playing it by ear, enjoying training, just enjoying life really. But there's definitely a couple of fights left in me. But we don't know how long this thing's going to last. We don't know what's there, and you don't know what's around the corner, like I said. So just going to play it by ear and keep training, get back into it when all the craziness is over, and then we'll see where we go from there. But no pressure, no expectations. There's nothing like that on me now. So I had an unhealthy obsession with winning the world title. And I look back now, and it was like, I train a bit like a maniac. I'm not saying I don't train now, and I always make sure I'm fit. But there was times when I look back and I was just ridiculous how I trained. And some days you just got gym and Oliver was telling me you need to slow down, and I wouldn't listen. Oliver would always say you just need to listen to your body, and then I'd go train, go home, come back next day, be like, go home, you need a day off. And that's how it was like. And it's only now after having the rest from training, when I started it last year, and I started personal training, which I loved. I loved doing. It was dead rewarding seeing people, lads who were doing it, seeing them come on and improve. And it was kind of by doing that I started to understand what Oliver mental all that time, and he was saying just listen to your body and breathing work, and it's just a feeling, and just all little things he used to say. And it took me to take a couple of steps back to kind of understand what he meant, and he kind of got me love for it back a little bit. So obviously started, he had two fights last year, nothing right home about. It was one of them where I just thought to get in, just see how I feel and take it fight by fight. And, it's, like I said, nothing right about the opponent. And I don't mean that in a bad way or disrespectful, but it wasn't really a challenge for me. And I just need an hard fight now. When I look back at them fights and, what they were saying after the fight, obviously have a chat with them after the fight, and they're kind of like thanking you for being in sharing a ring with them. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, again, I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's kind of, they were like made up to be sharing a ring with me. And I'm not saying I'm anything special, but I was just going off what they were saying to me. But I don't want that. I want somebody who wants something down, who really wants to come for me, who really wants to knock me out. I need a real challenge when I start fighting again. So looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to whatever's next. So, like I said, we'll just see what's there when this madness is over.
So would it be fair to say you thrive off being the B-side as such?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. It's I mean, it doesn't matter that to me about, don't get me wrong, it'd be nice sometimes if it was the case, but as I've always been throughout my career, I've always been the B-side, so, I relish being the B-side now, and I relish being the underdog, and, I know what's left in me, and I know people think I'm on the way out, and I could be, but I know there's one big fight left in me, and I know I'm not done yet, so I'm looking forward to whatever challenges come my way when, like I said, when this madness is over.
In terms of after you've had you say one big fight, a couple of fights left in you, what's after that? Are you planning on staying in boxing, training? I know you've done a little bit with Diego Costa in the corner recently.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it, don't get me wrong. Obviously, being in obviously I've been with Frampton when he's fought. I've been in corner with a couple of other fighters. When Rocky won his world title in Germany, that was one of the best weekends I've ever had. That was unbelievable. And a friend of mine, Diego Costa, just won that light heavyweight contender VIP in Manchester. He fought in the final of that in December, and he won that. And being when you're in a corner like that with somebody, it's a priceless moment. You can't put a price in it. How good it feels to see him doing well and see him winning like that. So it was it was good for me to see that side of things, and it's made me think, you know what, I think I might want to train fighters, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's around the corner. I mean, I'd like to keep going. I'd like to keep Oliver's gym going in some way or another. When in Oliver's memory. I know obviously Thomas Mazurkovic is doing it now with Oliver's brother and friend. That's who Diego fights out of, the Jimmy fights out of. But I really don't know. I don't. But my main focus has always been my family. I've never once denied that. Boxing, like I said, I did have an unhealed obsession with winning the world title and boxing. I train like a maniac, and boxing's always been a big love of mine. But it took family first for me. It's always been my family, so I'll see what the score is with them. I mean, I'm in a good place in my life. I live in a nice house. I've got a beautiful wife, 3 amazing kids, and I've got a few little things going on. So, I'm not in a bad place in my life. So I'm just going to put no pressure on me on myself when boxing's done. And like I keep saying, you don't know what's around the corner, and you really don't. Who'd have thought that this was going to come our way? That's put a standstill to everybody's life, So don't want to really plan for anything. We'll just just take it as it comes. But I could possibly go into training. I think everything I've learned off Oliver and everything I know about the game, I think I could really train some world class fighters and get fighters into world class and potentially train world champions. But like I said, we'll just see, and we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. And finally, prior to let you go, Martin, I just wanted to ask you. You mentioned in hindsight, looking back, you maybe overtrained, you was obsessed with the world titles. Have you got any regrets in your boxing career?
Regrets. You know what? I've obviously it's regrets. You know what? There's one regret I've got really, which was the Arthur Abraham fight. Obviously, the Golovkin fight was the Golovkin fight. It was hard. I fought him when he was in his pomp. I don't think he is now. I think he's on his way out. Obviously, all the hard fights, all the hard training camps. I don't think he was what he was, but I did my best in that. I left it all in the ring. I left it all in the ring with Sturm, with Martinez, with Abraham. I didn't. I boxed too much to orders. But that's I think that's me only time regret. But it is what it is. You know, I don't dwell on anything. I don't dwell on the past. No, look at obviously Felix Sturm. I found out the other day he was in jail. Do you know what I mean? I fought in 2011. It was a draw, but I didn't know where my career was going from there. And obviously he went on and he made millions and he did whatever, but he's banged up now for tax evasion, I've been told. So, you just no regrets. You don't know what's around the corner. Like I said, I'm in a good place. I've got a lot to be thankful for, and I really do feel blessed. So yeah, I mean, I can't really say much more on regrets, mate. Everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. Martin, thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate you speaking to us.
No, pleasure talking to you.